What's going on, guys? Bengal again here. Welcome back to another episode of Falcons Franchise. We have improved to 5-2 here in 2025, and we've won some close games. Last game was maybe the craziest in the entire series. It was looking really bad for a minute until we got an onside kick and a last-minute drive from Trey Lance, rushing touchdown, game over. It was a huge win against the one-win Buccaneers. But we don't worry about the competition. We worry about the results here in the NFL, and we're very happy to get that win. However, we are without a top player this week, and this is the week of the trade deadline. A lot's going on, and apparently Bijan Robinson was seen limping around the facility and now has been ruled out against the Saints. Well, the team's got to step up because it's not going to be Tyler Algier, I can tell you that much. Now, we're going to change some things up with Tyler in there, see what we can do. Injuries are a part of the game, and moments like this are when you find out what your team is made of. But we're, really depth-focused. We've built a really great team, or in the process of building a really great team, not just Bijan Robinson, right? So the entire offensive line gets +5 to run block power and finesse, and there's no I in team. There is an I in Bijan, in two of them, in fact. So it could be a tough game without him. We've pretty much just been running the ball, getting Freight Train activated, running the ball some more. It's been a really effective way to move the football and win games. But I guess today, much to the chagrin of everybody, we're going to have to pass the football, see what Trey Lance is made of, and see if we can really hold our own against the Saints and come out with another division win. Did Speed Rusher. We got +1 to speed for Arnold Ebiketie. I'm really looking to upgrade finesse moves. It's just not happening. And we are making a trade deadline trade. A very interesting one, sending the veteran Jake Matthews and a 4th-round pick to the Bears for Braxton Jones. Well, here's what it came down to. Jake Matthews, although is a good player for sure, definitely a little bit older and extremely expensive. I didn't really like where his contract put us. And Braxton Jones, as a 79 overall, 26 years old, has played fairly well for Chicago. His contract makes him entirely more controllable. Pretty cheap in 2026 and 2027 for essentially what Jake Matthews will be, or is right now, I should say. And he's going to get worse. Braxton Jones is going to get better and kind of meet him there. So we're taking a slight downgrade for like the hope of long-term success with Braxton Jones. And I just think it was a case of Jake Matthews' contract being really, really bad, and I wanted to get out of that however I could. So Braxton Jones is our new starting left tackle. The Bears upgrade at left tackle, but with an older and more expensive player. So it is what it is. We are being competitive, right? We're not sellers at the deadline necessarily. It's just a trade that I think makes us better long-term and not really that much worse short-term. Now, defensive tackle is also a bit of a need. As you guys may know, if you watched the last episode, we're going to be without Kyrie Yankee for the next 4 games at least, and that's when we're trying to make a playoff push. He's our best defensive tackle, obviously not popping up here in the trade center because he's not available, just like Bijan Robinson is injured for today. The next month, we're going to be without Kyrie Yankee. Top of the trade block is Aleem McNeil. He's actually been really, really good in real life. It's kind of amazing he's only a 76 overall in the game. And it's always like so not intuitive at all to actually trade using the trade block feature. Just want to see what they would want for him. So Rashid Shaheed in a 4th, 2 4ths, Rashid Shaheed and Preston Williams, Zach Harrison, D'Angelo Malone. It's obviously not a lot to get him, but we're not really getting a whole lot back. Brady Jarrett, do we bring him back for a run? We can't really afford him, is the only problem. And when I say afford, I don't mean financially. I mean just with trading assets, doesn't really match up for me. And I think that's probably all I'm going to do. So kind of a light trade deadline, but I traded a starter. Hopefully Braxton Jones can come in and play well at left tackle. Otherwise, that's certainly going to blow up in my face. No Bijan today could make this especially difficult. But you know what? We got a good team. Algier's been good. And we might even see more of the rookie, Deontay Talley. Undrafted, I believe, out of Louisville. I don't think I drafted this guy. I think we found him in the undrafted free agent pool. No, he was a 7th-round draft pick. All right, my mistake. Well, thankfully, outside of Bijan Robinson, everybody else remained healthy. Obviously, Kyrie Yankee is going to be out as well. But all in all, not too bad for a practice. Getting more players injured would have been rough. Like, imagine if Tyler Algier got injured in this game and we had to turn to a late 7th round draft pick running back that's below a 70 overall. That'd be interesting, but not sure it'd be good for our team. I think our scouting national focus is going to be pretty obvious. The strengths of the class are defensive end, right, and left. However, all the top prospects appear to be outside linebackers. But yeah, we're going to scout defensive end here clearly. It's not maybe the biggest position of need for us anymore. I guess if we wanted to make an offseason transition to a 3-4, play Arnold Ebiketie at outside linebacker, we could still kind of use Deshaun Humphreys at outside linebacker, just be rushing a little bit more often, but Ebiketie would be the main rush player at outside linebacker. Deion Dobbins, of course, stays in the inside, and then we draft the defensive end to give us, some flexibility. But it's not something at the top of my priorities right now. Pretty much in a pretty good spot, just about developing this team. We've drafted well, especially this past year. Just got to develop some of these players. And here we go, Sunday Night Football taking on the New Orleans Saints. We got Derek Carr on the opposing side, but is he even the starting quarterback? Because I remember the Saints drafting Johnny Turner, and I think that's the quarterback that we've played the most against with the Saints so far. And there he is, their true starting quarterback, the bald beast, that is Johnny Turner. They've got a good group of receivers to throw to. This is a team that we've struggled against sometimes in the past. But, I think we have their number today. And we are underway in Atlanta, Georgia. Got Jamal Williams back to return. That's an interesting call. Not a good one, probably. As Johnny Turner and the Saints are going to take the field. Michael Thomas, of course, still in New Orleans. We've seen the Saints team pretty recently, it feels like. And we know what they're capable of. They got a young superstar receiver. They also have Chris Olave. But I am, of course, talking about number 11, Brian Briscoe. And that's not going to be the target of this first throw. Chris Olave up the seam. Plenty of speed. 40-plus yards on the first play from scrimmage from New Orleans. Okay. A.J. Terrell versus Chris Olave might be one to watch today. He wasn't on him there, but we need to put Olave on him. Because Jesse Bates and whoever else, not a great matchup. That's a touchdown. Okay, well, I look down for a second and Alvin Kamara finds the end zone. Not great stuff. Not great, to be honest. Good angle from Jesse Bates and myself as usual. And then terrible tackling down the field. All right, well, wasn't ready for that. That was obviously awful. Not the way we wanted to start this game. But you know what? Offense, now you get to show off a little bit. There you go. Positive way of looking at things. Trey Lance takes the field. No Bijan Robinson today, which that might be the first time that's been the case all series we've gotten into a game without Bijan Robinson. Trey Lance not exactly lighting up the stat sheet. A lot of 6 1s and 0s in that stat line. But we're hoping he can pass for 6 today. 6 points for a touchdown and 6 touchdowns. How great would that be? See if we can do it. Starting from play action. Pitts is wide open. We're going to hit him across the formation, across the field. We'll get the first down. And we're going to expose New Orleans through the air today. No question about it. We could just go to Algier. We have a boosted offensive line today in run blocking. And we're going to try it out. We're not just going to pass every play. But, missing Bijan Robinson is going to be massive. No way around it. Quick throw, just like we do to Bijan. And Algier picking up right where Bijan left off. It's a great receiver out of the backfield. More first down passing. Pitts is open. We can't get it to him. Offensive line needs to do a better job of buying me just a little bit more time to throw with Trey Lance. Last episode, I feel like part of the problem is when we were trying to pass, we couldn't get the football out at the exact correct moment, and we needed a second more, half a second more. And instead we had a lot of throw out of sack type plays, and we left a lot of yards on the field. Hoping to avoid that today. You could say maybe this is 4-down territory depending on what we're able to do here on 3rd and 10. And I'm not exactly trying to get the first down for sure. Obviously we'd like to, as Kyle Pitts can't catch it. But making that 4th and 3 would have been pretty nice as well. And instead, Pitts can't beat Cox. Remember Will Cox, the Florida State Safety that the Saints drafted. Using coverage there. And we're going to have to punt. Obviously don't like to do this, but we couldn't do what we wanted to do offensively, and that's what happens. And can't even punt right. They're going to run. Oh, it's play action. Get to the quarterback. Or don't. It's up in the air. Somebody find the football, please. Jason Carrington in coverage. I don't know how that wasn't a sack, first off. Second of all, that ball's popping up into the air. Somebody's got to have the wherewithal and awareness to find the football. And this is going to keep happening. Unreal. Alvin Kamara is going to be the bane of my existence today. I got to play better. You know what it is? We have a linebacker problem and defensive line. They're getting to the second level way too easily. AJ Terrell with good coverage there. And our linebackers just aren't good enough right now to make a lot of these plays, especially when I'm using them. But because, and I think it's a big issue, but because of no Kyrie Yankee, they're able to run the ball right back up the middle with no consequence. And that's a big problem. Broken sack. We better bring this guy down today. This is getting annoying. Under pressure. Finally, he goes down. It's Deshaun Humphreys, and we were just talking about him getting more pass rush opportunities potentially if we were to move to a 3-4, which I'm not saying we are or we aren't. I'm just saying possibility, as everything is, I guess. And Deshaun Humphreys makes a play rushing the passer. Forces a field goal. Eddie Piñeiro's kick is good. And our offense is going to retake the field. Down 10-0. It just, it's really been two big plays. And then ineptitude, as usual, on offense. We're going to get it going, though. Our offense is going to find it. And our defense is just going to stop allowing these 30, 40-yard runs once per possession. Let's give Algier a little bit of run here. He just doesn't have the same burst that Bijan does. Doesn't have that same ability to break tackles the way Bijan does. He's great at falling forward. I'll give him that. But that's not always a super useful skill if, you can't be in a position to even get extra yards. So we're going to throw for Drummond. He's got great speed. Quentin Drummond with a big catch down the sideline for a big play into Saints territory. That's the rookie receiver out of LSU. Returns to the boot. Returning to Louisiana here, and hopefully making a big impact today in front of some friends, some family, maybe some fans or former fans. And I'd like to get him going today. We're going to try to step up with Trey Lance here. Plenty of space, and we got some blocks, and Trey Lance is on the move. Trey Lance takes a hit and gains 30. Oh my goodness, look at the wheels from Trey Lance, but especially look at the blocking downfield to make that play happen. Oh, that was wonderful. We're going to rotate safeties. Buzz the free safety down. We're going to run to the other side. Got good blocks. Look at Quentin Drummond setting up a big play. And there's the fall forward. Tyler Algier not missing a beat, really. Maybe every so often we have a bad play. I think Bijan would have had more yards, but Algier's just straight north-south. Nothing fancy about it, just getting the extra yards there after contact as well. And that's what we needed. A really good drive, a couple of pass plays, but really a lot of running on that drive that made it all happen. Surprise, surprise, I know. One-on-one man coverage against Kamara. Oh, it's an RPO. Get down. We got to read that quicker for AJ Terrell. Come on. It's a run play. Ebiketie can't bring him down. Multiple missed tackles again. Alvin Kamara has 4 rushes to reach 100 yards. We got to figure out this run defense. That's for damn sure. It's probably just get more bodies in the box, obviously. Get out of nickel. Go more 4-3. Here's a screen. That is incomplete. Good tip at the line. Although, if it actually got where it was intended, Dylan Stanley might have had 6 going the other way. That's the end of the first quarter. The biggest thing is we have to stop Alvin Kamara. If we can force Johnny Turner to throw the football, we're going to have a pretty good chance in this one. Although he does have good weapons. I'm sick of getting beat by Alvin Kamara. At this point, I'd almost rather they try to beat us down the field, and we'll see what our DBs can do. But our front 7 is just getting destroyed. Part of that's on me not run fitting correctly. Here's play action. Turner taking a deep shot down the field for Olave, and it's nearly intercepted by Terrell. That's why he's on defense. How do we drop that, AJ? We are being gifted turnovers. and we're unable to actually make them turnovers. Here's 2nd and 10. Could still be a run. Got to watch out for Kamara. Here's a throw to the flat. Kamara, of course, breaking the tackles. Continues to do that the entire game, but we're able to force him out of bounds. 3rd and short. Let's press our corners. Get out to the flat. Here's a throw towards Terrell, and that's intercepted. Finally able to convert on one of these turnover opportunities. Johnny Turner throws it right to A.J. Terrell past Chris Olave. And A.J. Terrell with a well-deserved jig in the middle of the field. Little dance, little Irish jig there. And you know what? Johnny Turner is going to be careless today, and that's what I said. Force him to throw the football. That's when the mistakes are going to happen, and we need to be able to capitalize on those mistakes and capitalize when we get those opportunities. We're able to do it there. We'll check down here to Pitts. Look at the speed, though. That's why you check down to a player like that. And we have a lot of guys who should be able to run after catch on this team. Quentin Drummond, Neil Madsen even. Just get them the football and, you know, watch the magic happen. Here we go. Play action. Let's check down. There's Madsen. He's got good speed. And we'll take that. 2nd and 3. You can probably expect at least a consecutive run here if we didn't pick it up, but we certainly do. Tyler Algier surges ahead. Wide open gap. Able to hit that really well into Saints territory. Let's see here. I do like play action. Linebackers are kind of fooled. Drummond is open. Hit that earlier to success. We do it again. Quentin Drummond already making a bigger impact than he does in most games. That's 2 catches in the first half. Can you believe that? I hardly can. We're running Algier. Breaking the arm tackles. Gets 6. 2nd and 4 from the 7. Oh, no. Lance rolling out. They're kind of buying this. They're seeing what's going on. And it's 3rd and inches. Trey Lance picks up just enough. Certainly not going to go with a counter run here. I want something a little bit more powerful. Let's go with a halfback dive. We're going to tell them we're running the football, and we're going to say our offensive line is just a little bit better than your defensive line. What can you do? Just enough is the answer. Algier takes it down to the 1, and they're not defending our receivers. Drake London is absolutely wide open. Just get the ball and snap it. It's a touchdown. Throw to the end zone. Drake London, touchdown. I mean, they committed to stopping the run. Congratulations. Here's the bad news. We can just call an audible. And we did. And it's the easiest touchdown Trey Lance is pretty much ever going to have. Dude, I mean, it's unbelievable. Their blocking is amazing. It's not just Alvin Kamara at this point. It's Jamal Williams. I mean, do I have to go with a goal line defense to stop what they're doing? Of course, our DC just keeps calling every nickel off or defense in the playbook. It's only nickel options. So I guess they must have 3 receivers. But they don't. They're going 12 personnel. It says it's probably going to be a run when they do that. However, it's a play action boot there. Quick pass. 3rd and 11. Got to pass here. And they're finding an open option. Huge hit from Stanley. Chris Olave feeling it after that one. I mean, that's a great throw. It's a great route. Just couldn't cover it quite well enough. It's just classic sail concept. Dig on that backside of the play. I mean, it's just too easy for Johnny Turner and Chris Olave to connect. Too easy. Here's a throw, and it's caught. 2nd and goal from the 6. Crash down. Oh, throw over the middle. Batted down at the line, maybe? Could have hit off the back of Eric McCoy, the center. It's a possibility. Either way, pass fall is incomplete, thankfully. And it's 3rd and goal. I think we can pass commit in this spot, but we didn't get to it. Alvin Kamara can't break tackles this time. Looked like he was about to, but got help from Deshaun Humphreys over the middle. And we're going to call a timeout. Saints might try a field goal here and make it a 1-point game, but there's enough time for us to score. We're going to have 2 timeouts, 1 minute and 30 seconds to probably go somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 yards. It's not too tough. Well, I mean, it's not easy, but if things go right the way they have been going, we're going to be able to do it. At least get some points on the board, even if we don't score a touchdown. Rolling out. Can we make that throw? It's going to be a tough one, but we make it. Look at the throw from Trey Lance on the run, finding Drake London. He makes a really tough catch. I mean, a defender draped all over him. To their credit, they stayed pretty well in phase there and even showed some pretty good recovery speed. But Drake London not only makes a catch, breaks a tackle as well. We can actually run the ball in this spot if we want to. Algier searching for space, and we get a timeout. Cox down on the field. A lot of them probably, but Will Cox, in fact, is injured on that play. Sets up 2nd and 6, 53 seconds to go. I like one of the tight ends here, probably. There's Pitts. It's a good route. It's a better throw and a better catch. We're going to call a timeout here. He didn't get out of bounds. Clock kept moving. 45 seconds to go. Getting Lance on the move. We're just going to throw it away. Fine. 2nd and 10, 40 seconds to go. I thought London was going to get open. That's nearly intercepted. It looked like he was going into a wide open area. Just kind of took that route back down. And I wanted to throw it up. Need to use precision passing better. Got to remember that's a part of the game. Got to be able to use that there. And that probably is a nice play. That's going to work as a throwaway. Okay. Yeah, squandered that. Well, field goal is through the uprights. Youngwei Koo gives us 3 more. And that's okay. Not an awful end to the first half as long as we're able to keep the Saints from scoring again. We make it a 4-point game, which could be significant. Oh, and because we're actually so far in the zone, we know what the routes are. They're just running stick. I think that's exactly what that was. Kamara shut down. Got to keep that clock moving. That's what we want. We just want to get to the second half here. We're going to be in a really good spot. And looks like the Saints are content to just be down by 4. And this is the final play. And Kamara, I mean, finding ways to get yards as we've seen all game, but not enough. That's the end of the first half. Definitely could have gone better for us, but surely could have been worse. Our offense started to find it a bit, and just got to pick up where we left off in the third quarter. That's going to be it. I think I want to continue to throw the ball. Algiers been good in spurts, and then defensively, it's defend the inside run. We got to shut down Alvin Kamara so badly, because he is their offense right now. That's pretty much it. A big play every now and again through the air, but it's Alvin Kamara, and that's not what we want. Quentin Drummond puts the football on the ground, kicks it up into the air, and he's celebrating. Oh, you did a lot of talk? You just fumbled. Oh my God. Well, of course, all turnovers are reviewed. This is going to be Saints football. How are you getting rocked? CT must have kicked in there with the celebration. He thinks he scored a touchdown? What's going on? From the 1, can anybody stop Jamal Williams? I guess. I think it was Jose Carrington that got in there. Although they're showing Deshaun Humphreys. I think Jose Carrington really ended up making that play happen. 3rd and goal from the 1. Caden Ellis in the game. Here's a pitch. It's read beautifully. We got to get him down to the ground, though. Jamal Williams will end up losing a couple. DeMarco Helms is there to finish that play. Deion Dobbins got to him first. And again, we're able to keep the Saints out of the end zone. Didn't think that was going to happen that drive, but calling the pitch there, clearly not the right move. They needed to just go straight up the middle. They probably would have had it. Instead, we're just able to rally to the ball carrier, bring him down to the ground on our 3rd attempt, essentially. More play action. I love it. We get that to Kyle Pitts. Yes, we can! Pitts, stay in bounds! I mean, we are threading the needle today with Trey Lance. These are a number of throws now that have been very, very, very close to a defender, but they're able to sneak through. Catches have been made, and we continue to look pretty good on offense, which is a nice change. Patience from Algier. Only 3. Run up the middle. Chris Lindstrom finds somebody. Look at the speed from Algier. Tyler Algier down the sideline. Into the red zone. 9 rushes for 75 yards for the backup running back. No Bijan Robinson. No problem right now. Our offensive line's doing a great job. And you know what's particularly interesting? Marshawn Lattimore has not traveled the entire game. Whatever receiver's on that side, that's who he's covering on that play. We're just going to throw it away. Didn't really find anybody I liked. which means give the ball back to Tyler Algier. Good block up the middle. Good power from Algier. He's close to 80 yards rushing. And we might try to get him a touchdown here. Keep it on the ground. See, they're not really answering with guys in the box either. Like here, you have 4 down linemen, outside linebacker creeping down. 2 linebackers, kind of. Pete Warner's one of them, who of course is more of like that hybrid safety type. They're not really doing a whole lot to defend the run, even on the goal line. Algier gets in easy. Big touchdown. And, I mean, he's looking great today. But that offensive line's doing a great job, too. Let's get aggressive with Javon Holland. Man coverage against the running back. Let's just blitz. Made the football come out earlier than Johnny Turner wanted it to, and it falls incomplete. Now we're going to show a blitz, but we're actually not sending anybody. We're dropping full back, and it's just a check down to the wide open Kamara. Big hit from Deshaun Humphreys. It's going to be 3rd and 1. How do we want to play this? Because we could get really aggressive in this spot. I think we're going to go, 5 defensive linemen, creep Stanley up, get Carrington into a gap as well, and then bring Jesse Bates down. Ooh, big tackle from John Graves, but Kamara got just enough. Play at the outside. We know we're going to see corners here. It's exactly what it's going to be. Under pressure, look at Jason Carrington. Rookie out of Michigan State showing off those long limbs. 6'4", obviously long arms to match. He's able to show him off there. Okay, we're going to see that same dig that worked earlier. Got to keep Humphreys right in that zone. Drop back. Cover it. Cover it. Down goes Turner. It's Johnny Hamilton sacking Johnny Turner. Welcome back, Big 69. 380 pounds of Johnny Hamilton. Falls on the quarterback, forces a punt, puts us in the driver's seat. Already up by a possession here. We can make it 2 with a field goal. So let's make it happen. 3rd and 8. Got to move the chains here. Tight end's open. Neil Madsen, turn up the field. And that's the speed of tight end number 2 for us, Neil Madsen. Not a lot of tight ends can turn the corner like that and get the first down. Thankfully, we have another one that can do it in Kyle Pitts. It's all about athletes, and we got a lot of them. And I try to use them more than the actual Falcons head coach, Arthur Smith, sometimes it would appear. This could be a deep shot here. Buy me a little bit of time. Kyle Pitts, wide open, lands deep, missed him. Tried a precision pass, went too far. It's a huge missed opportunity. We had a wide open Kyle Pitts. There's a time and a place for the precision pass. It was not there. Nice catch. 3rd and 4. I'd love for them to stay away from Kyle Pitts here. They do. Great throw. Great catch. 3rd and 7. Kyle Pitts is most open. We needed a second longer. The ball had to come out a second sooner, and we have it easy. But we can't capitalize. That's just huge missed opportunity. Absolutely huge. Good punt, though. Nope. Pow, he's had a touchback. Oh, my God, Kamara. This guy, I'm so sick of him. He's averaging over 15 yards a carry. Turner under pressure, taking off. He's also annoying. He does that about once or twice a game every time we play him. Just able to scramble for a couple, extend plays. It's frustrating. Let's actually go man coverage here. Stanley in the quick drop. Quick throw. Carrington, what an unbelievable play. Forcing the incompletion. I mean, he went completely horizontal. Diving out. Making just an insane play. Receiver probably needs to do better there, but that is so amazing. And look at A.J. Terrell on 4th down. Play action. He's going to run with Trey Lance. A little dive and bounce, keep that clock running. Oh, look at that screen. We did it in a weird way, but look at Quentin Drummond down the sideline. No one's going to catch him. Touchdown, Quentin Drummond. He finally finds the end zone. Quentin Drummond, the rookie out of LSU. We traded up to get him. Hasn't made as much of an impact as I probably would have wanted, but look at Trey Lance buying a couple extra seconds, and look at those tight ends on the outside, and Rashid Shaheed blocking. Quentin Drummond, obviously, with big speed, and that's the dagger. Outside, Terrell's right there. You can't throw at A.J. Terrell right now. He's in the zone. Already an interception in this game. Big stop on 4th down a play ago, or 2 plays ago now for our defense, right? 2nd and 10. We're looking to end things. Turner on the run. Throws for Kamara. We're all over it. And Tony Bailey, offensive lineman for the Saints, is going to be holding his back down, writhing in pain. Could be a big injury. Help us win this game. Not mad about it. It's like tight end angle. We're going to take this away. We pretty much did. Turner on the run, throwing, and finds Chris Olave. A.J. Terrell kind of caught in no man's land there. Stays in the zone. Those safeties out. Not quite. Running some levels. Big hit from Stanley. Didn't bring him down. Kamara eventually goes down. But I'm fine with the clock still ticking here. Stanley in coverage versus a receiver. But I like the other matchup, so it's fine. Turner running into a sack, maybe. If they call roughing the passer on this, interesting. Legal man downfield. You rarely see that called. That would have been the most insane roughing the passer I've probably ever seen. What are they running, by the way? It's got to be a run. Got to be a run with no routes on the field. It's just, I'd say, why would they run in this spot? But it's been their best way of moving the football the entire game. Why would they not run? Jesse Bates, man coverage on Brian Briscoe. A little bit concerned about it, but A.J. Terrell nearly with another interception. Under pressure, nearly sacked. How does he throw it away? How is he able to do this? Let's just keep blitzing. They don't have an answer for it right now. When Turner's forced to hold on to the football, things don't go well. Oh my goodness. Or maybe just find Chris Olave in an instant who beats our great corner, A.J. Terrell. Thought they were going to run the ball. Going to throw it. End zone. Jesse Bates with a nice play in man coverage. All we really have to do is just buy time. Buy a little bit more time. Quick throw. Terrell's all over it. A minute on the clock. They have 3 timeouts. So if they can score quickly here, you know, they've got something, I guess. I mean, this is surely a run. How is it not? We didn't see the routes on the field. Somebody get out to Turner. He's able to throw it away again. Game on the line. Needing a touchdown, and I think they found one. Zone coverage lets us down. A.J. Terrell we needed to match that. Oh, gosh. Chris Olave, touchdown. And they're not out of it yet. I wish they were, but you know, technically not. Cover this onside kick, and let's end it. They didn't really need to onside it here, but they chose to. I mean, let's think about it. You need a 3 and out either way. If you don't think you can get it, all right, onside kick. Tyler Algier, by the way. However, if you get a 3 and out, but we get close enough, this is field goal range. We kick a field goal, it's a 2-possession game. It's game over. And that's kind of the way it's moving here. They save a timeout because Neil Madsen's hurt. So it's going to be 3rd and 2. Neil Madsen out of the game. John Fitzpatrick back from the broken hand. First down continues to end it. Why is he spinning? 4th and 2. They want us to go for it. Why? Why would I do that? It's a 51-yarder where the kicker's got a big leg. Why would we ever opt to go for it here? I guess because we can end the game, but we can also end the game with a made field goal. And that's exactly what we do. Now, I know you're saying, okay, well, not all of you. It's a little bit out of the realm of possibility. But you do give them the football back here with 40 seconds. If they get a quick score and an onside kick, I guess they would have a chance to win or, you know, get back in the game, you want to say. But the likelihood of that happening is insane. They need a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal to tie. That's what they need. With 40 seconds and 1 timeout. I think we made the right call. And we're going to pressure Johnny Turner. We're going to force the football out quickly. And we're not going to let him pick our team apart. We're not going to let him do what he just did. So things obviously have not gone exactly to plan here on this final drive. They've moved the football pretty easily, actually. There's AJ Terrell finally doing something here. I sang his praises earlier, right? Things have not been so great in the fourth quarter. Here's 3rd and 5. Just back up, I guess. There's not enough time. Just don't let them beat you for a quick touchdown. That's totally fine. They have a timeout, but it's more time off the clock. Final timeout. Now we actually can blitz, to be honest. Show pressure over the center. Drop back. Covering Olave, we force a throwaway. I mean, it would take a miracle at this point. That's for certain. Oh, Turner can't quite get sacked. He's been breaking these sacks all game. Thrown to the end zone, and that's intercepted by Jason Carrington. I think for the 2nd consecutive week, he ends the game with an interception. The rookie out of Michigan State made a couple of plays today. That one ices it, and that unreal. We kept on talking for a couple of minutes. Then I got a notification on my screen that I ran out of disk space. So I forgot to clear space, hadn't done it in a while. But thankfully, you guys saw the last play. So honestly, like a blessing in disguise. Or not a blessing in disguise, but like, could have been way worse. I'm thankful that we got the full game in. But what did you miss? Just me talking about Braxton Turner. Not Braxton Turner. I knew I was going to do that in Lions franchise. Braxton Jones, the left tackle we traded for from Chicago. Braxton Jones, I thought played pretty well today. Didn't really notice him too much, which I guess is a good thing when you're talking about an offensive lineman. Was he better or worse than Jake Matthews? About the same, that's pretty good. Do have an upgrade for Tyler Algier. He's going to go up to an 85 overall power back, but no ability upgrade, of course. No superstar development, but he's got 95 break tackle despite only breaking 1 tackle today. 92 trucking. He just did a good job. And AJ Terrell, I got on him a little bit in the fourth quarter, but overall played great, continues to play great. Really, really good player for us. Gets a +1 to man and zone, where he's already really good as it is. So, big week. I don't think I'm going to be making any trades. However, I'm not going to simulate the week, right? I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to upload this video, see what you guys have to say in the comment section below. You want us to keep Jesse Bates, Tyler Algier? After that performance, how couldn't you keep him, right? But, yeah, should we make another trade? Should we go at fortify the defensive line? Or do we keep the team together and head to the playoffs with full momentum? Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Take it easy.